Summer of 2022 was our first full summer after our first full winter here in Maine. We had the fortunate opportunity to meet one of Maine's many snapping turtles. Now, we did a video on Mama Turtle. I'll leave a link to it up here, I think, or maybe over here, I don't know. It was quite a experience for us. We had never seen what mama turtles do, snapping turtles, that is. Fast forward to 2023, we had seen one, we moved her, and then we didn't see her again. But in late fall last year, we did have some baby turtles hatch from someplace, we don't know where, but they did hatch somewhere on the property. Well, yesterday, Jen and I were out here, and we saw mama turtle on our piles of gravel. Now, turtles are notorious for making a lot of false nests, and so I kind of went through here on the top looking for the nest. I didn't see anything. I'm pretty confident she didn't lay it here, but we also have a couple of spots along the road that look like she had done some digging, and she may have actually laid them there. This is one of them right here. So she has certainly been digging around up there. Again, I'm not sure if she was successful in laying them. If I see anything, any eggs, we are going to not use the pile of gravel until the eggs hatch. I don't want to disturb the nest, and now that I'm actually looking at this one, they may be in here. It's kind of a bummer because I need this pile of gravel, but at the same time, I don't want, like I said, I don't want to disrupt nature, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to kind of just carefully dig into here a little bit. If I can verify that there's a nest here, then we'll leave this pile. But it certainly does look like there is. If you're coming to Maine in spring, you're gonna see the snapping turtle mamas out. You'll see them up down the roads. Just be careful. They may not be the the friendliest animals out here, but they are certainly pretty cool. So we'll let you know if we see any, or if we find any eggs in there. I'll be sure to make a post. Now, here's the thing about turtle eggs or turtle nest, is if we do find a nest here, we cannot disturb it at all. We can't even arrange or move it because the eggs, something about how the eggs are laid, if any of that's disturbed, there's a high probability that none of the eggs are going to hatch. So anywho, all right, let's see what happens. Speaking of babies, we've got a couple of nests around the homestead that we have found. We have a robin nest here. Over here at the woodshed, we've got a robin's nest up there. That is an active nest. We've seen her fly in and out of there. We also have another one along the kitchen, the gable ends in the kitchen. I'll show you that here in just a moment. As we make our way over here, I'll just say that, here in Maine, the warm months are very short. And so when spring does happen and things start growing again, it usually happens pretty fast. Maine is an absolutely beautiful state in that regard, and that's one of the reasons we chose it. Okay, so I can see Mama. She is up there. That's the nest right there. I don't want to get too close. I don't want to disturb her. Oh, and she just flew out. There's Mama. Right there. And Daddy. They know I'm here. I'm gonna just get in here. I'll show you guys their nest. It's right there. All right. I don't want to disturb them anymore. It's really a beautiful bird. I don't know what kind it is, but I'll have to find out. It is an absolutely beautiful day today. It's gonna be 76, a little windy, sun, full sun all day. Now normally on a day like this, Jen and I would be out here working. But today, we're gonna do something a little different. During late winter, we had some really bad storms, wind storms that is, and one of our neighbors had a bunch of white birch that fell over. We asked them if we could harvest some of that wood. We're gonna use that as firewood for the 25-26 season. They said yes. So as a result, Jen and I are gonna take a drive down the road. We're gonna go visit some neighbors and we're gonna cut some firewood.
These are long, honey.
Stick to the smaller one. How you feel about that?
Firewood heats you up several times. And this is one of them.
So this is the first of many loads I suspect that we'll be getting from our neighbor. He's got quite a bit of blowdown, but this is all we're gonna grab today because it is our day off, and now that we've done a little bit of work, it is time to go and have a little playtime. Well, have a little rest time. It may not seem like much, but that's quite a few days of firewood for us. Now we'll go ahead and cut that up and get it stacked here later. Right now that at least it's off the ground, it has a chance to dry out, and then yeah, we'll get it cut up, we'll get it in the firewood shed, and we'll be ready for the 25-26 season. Our loam has arrived. Now, right now we are working in our garden, and we have a fourth raised bed here that didn't have any loam, but we just got the loam, so today we're going to be filling that bed up. So our garden is electrified. So we do have an electric fence that runs around the perimeter. And on the back of the fence, facing our road, we've actually got 3 strands. What that means is before I can bring the tractor into the garden, I've got to take that line down. So now that the fence is off, now I can just unhook that like so. We'll hook this line over here. We're all set. So it's certainly not ideal, but I think using the wagon and then coming in at an angle is probably going to be my best shot. I am going to have to do some digging, out of the wagon, but at least this way I can get the dirt into the box as opposed to getting it on the ground, which then I'd have to shovel from the ground into the box. So I suspect it's going to take me, I don't know, a whole lot more loads. But we'll just keep going until we get it filled up.